Kassia Ensemble is here on Burgh Vivant today. Ladies, it is so good to be chatting with you in this festive season of celebratory music. Miss Dawn Posey, violinist, and Miss KATYA JANPOLADYAN, cellist. These are strings, right?
Yes.
Very good. You know, I always find it's funny, those who aren't in the musical profession will just say, oh, you know, that big violin, you know? And you're like, cello.
What's the difference between the violin and the cello, right? It burns longer.
Yeah.
Ah, I hadn't heard that. You are both founders of Kassia Ensemble, which is an all-female music ensemble, yes?
Correct.
Yes, all ladies. There's 7 of us, and we all play string instruments and the harp and the clarinet and the bass. Well, I guess it kind of started with our trio, really, of cello, violin, and harp. And then in the end, it was just all people we really liked playing with. So
that's the best way to put together.
Yeah, we just like each other a lot.
That's important. So nobody's like cutting each other's strings and things like that. Getting along
hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
We do have coffee in the morning, so that helps. Yeah.
That does help. And this is your 2nd season, yes?
Yes.
Here in Pittsburgh. That's fantastic.
Collectively, we worked probably in 1 million configurations by now, and this one proved to work the best. So this is why we stuck with this group, and we decided to take it further and promote the female entrepreneurship.
You got it.
That's my English. So and collaborate a lot with artists, visual artists, and fashion designers, dancers, any kind of art formation.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, I imagine that when you'll be, touring beyond the United States, which is something that you plan to do, there's a statement to be made about female entrepreneurship that you may be taking, into these other countries.
Absolutely. I think we feel definitely that we are representatives of what is possible in an all-female group, or as a female musician, or as a female artist. And in a lot of other places around the world, women don't have those opportunities, and they don't have the role models to show them what they are capable of. So we're hoping to long-term bring that vision to
the world. Yeah.
Well, I mean, given your mission to, promote the female as an entrepreneur in music, are there any idols that the two of you look to today, women in music that are doing this same thing?
Well, that would be probably the name of the ensemble, the Kassia Ensemble, the Kassia herself, who was the basic role model for us. The woman in 850s, in the 9th century, she was an abbess. She was a beautiful woman coming from a wealthy family. Wow. And she was one of the finalists, as we talk right now, to marry the king of the time.
It was like
the emperor.
Byzantine bachelor.
Yes. So he had it narrowed to 2 women he was about to marry, and she was by far the most gorgeous, and So at the finals, he asked her basically a question, and that was a, backhanded kind of question. He was like, well, that through a woman, the sin came upon the world. And she didn't take it, and she said, through a woman, there was a salvation. She meant the Virgin Mary, obviously. He didn't like that she actually,
I think that's what we call a clapback now, right?
That's a nice term. I will learn that.
I like that.
So he decided that he doesn't want a woman in his life who is going to be standing for herself. So he went with the other woman. And Kassia, instead, she formed her own convent, which was, it consisted about 400 nuns. I believe it was a big convent, and she was a composer. She was the first documented female composer.
Wow.
And she was writing poems, she was setting them to music that was mostly hymnal, of course, religious music, but it was fantastic, it was great. And the king ended up later sponsoring the convent too, so he was helping her out because she was indeed somebody and not just, ordinary woman who would just marry and start a family.
Yeah.
I guess.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
No.
But what a great namesake for
Right.
your company.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask how it got its name, and that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And I think really aligns very closely with your mission. And what an honor to Kassia. And we all have an opportunity to see Kassia Ensemble in action November 22nd, Tuesday, 7 p.m. at the Pittsburgh Winery.
That's right.
I mean, what could be greater? You know, before you get into all the holiday mayhem with
Right.
Thanksgiving, Tuesday, kick back after work with a glass of wine, Pittsburgh Winery, and listen to your lovely music. And I'm assuming there will be wine,
There
right?
will be lots and lots of
All
wine.
right, very good.
Before, during, and after all of the wine.
During.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, is that both performer and audience
We
member?
wish.
You mean you don't have a cup holder on your violin?
Oh,
No?
I
That's unfortunately the problem with drinking while playing is you think you sound great.
Yeah.
The more you drink, the better you play.
Yeah, it's the same with hosting talk shows
Right,
too.
I'm
Just
sure,
FYI. But this is this concert, would that be
Yes.
appropriate?
Yeah, it's a concert.
Is part of Chamber Music Pittsburgh's Pittsburgh Performs series, and really they couldn't have picked a better location.
Right.
You give me good music, good wine, I am there.
Right, absolutely. And this series is actually really cool because it promotes local performers and local groups and people who are formed in Pittsburgh, and then it puts them in sort of unusual locations where you wouldn't normally hear a concert.
I don't think there's anything unusual about a winery. I mean, you'll find me there. So, what do you do to relax outside of music? Ski, restaurants, bowling.
What do you do?
Do you do anything outside of the music?
I do yoga. I teach yoga.
Yeah.
and
Now, see, that would be
practice
more
yoga.
stressful for me, yoga.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, like, if I'm gonna get my leg up above my head at like at 8 a.m. on a Friday morning, somebody's got to take me to dinner first. If you know what I mean.
Well, we do have a hobby of martini drinking as well. So there's that.
Well, you are in the presence of an expert. Because what is it? You spend over 1,000 hours doing anything, you're considered an expert in that?
Yes, yeah.
Well, 2 or 3 times over.
Put in your time.
Oh, yeah.